Welcome to At the Gym, everyone. Today, Lisa and I are going to have an in-depth talk about everything related to gym workouts, from walking in the door to crushing your goals. Are you ready, Lisa?
Absolutely, John. I love chatting about this stuff. It's always interesting to explore different perspectives on fitness, motivation, and routines. So let's check some keywords. Vibe, the general atmosphere, energy, or feeling of a place. Cleanliness, the state of being free from dirt, mess, or contaminants. Equipment, tools or machinery used for exercise, such as weights, cardio machines, or resistance bands. Layout, the arrangement or design of the gym space. Accessibility, how easy it is to reach and use the gym, including hours and location. Workout plan, a structured set of exercises designed to achieve specific fitness goals. Targets, specific goals set during a workout, such as number of reps or weight lifted. Micro goals, small achievable objectives that help reach larger goals. Progress, improvement or growth in fitness, strength, or endurance over time. Compound movements, exercises that work multiple muscle groups at once. Form, the correct technique or posture used during exercises to prevent injury. Injury prevention, strategies to avoid injuries, such as proper technique and warm-up. Burnout, physical and mental exhaustion caused by overtraining or lack of recovery. Plateau, a point where progress stalls, requiring new tactics to continue improving. Deload week, a period of reduced intensity or volume to allow recovery. Balance, maintaining a healthy ratio of different types of training and recovery. Recovery, the process of repairing the body after exercise, including rest, nutrition, and stretching. Hydration, drinking sufficient water to maintain bodily functions during exercise. Nutrition plan, a structured diet designed to support fitness goals, including proper intake of macronutrients. Supplements, products taken to enhance diet, such as protein powders, vitamins, or minerals. Resilience, the capacity to recover quickly from setbacks or challenges, both physically and mentally. Motivation, the drive to start and continue exercising, especially during difficult times. Mindfulness, paying attention to the present moment to reduce stress and improve focus. Progress tracking, recording workout data and results to monitor improvements over time. And consistency, regularly following a fitness routine to achieve results. Let's start at the very beginning. What's your first impression when you walk into a new gym?
Well, for me, first impressions are everything. I immediately notice the overall vibe, the energy of the place. Is it lively or dull? Are people friendly? I look around to see if the space is clean, and I check out the equipment. Do they have enough free weights? Are the machines modern and well-maintained? How about the layout? Is it easy to navigate?
Those are good points. I personally also pay a lot of attention to the cleanliness, especially the bathrooms and locker rooms. Nothing kills motivation faster than a dirty or unorganized space. I look for clutter. Are the weights put back? Is the floor clean? And of course, I notice the staff. Are they friendly? Do they seem knowledgeable? That can really set the tone for your entire experience.
Definitely. I also think about accessibility. Are the hours flexible? Is parking easy? These logistical things matter, especially for people with busy schedules. Once I get past the initial impression, I start thinking about my workout plan. Do you usually prepare one before you go?
Oh, yes. I always come in with a plan. It helps me stay focused and ensures I don't waste time wandering around aimlessly. Sometimes I follow specific programs I found online or in fitness magazines, and other times I just set targets. For example, today I'll work on upper body strength, and I want to do 3 sets of bench presses.
That's smart. I like to have a mix. Sometimes I have a detailed plan, and other times I just go with the flow. But I agree, having targets makes workouts more efficient. Do you set micro goals? Like, today I want to increase my dumbbell curl weight by 5 pounds.
Exactly. Small goals keep me motivated. Also, I think reflection is important. After each session, I note what worked and what didn't so I can adjust accordingly. Do you track your workouts or keep a journal?
I do. I keep a simple spreadsheet recording weights, reps, and how I felt during each session. That way I can see my progress over time. Speaking of which, what's your favorite part of being at the gym?
Honestly, I love that rush after completing a tough workout, especially when I push myself a little further than before. It's such an empowering feeling. And I enjoy the community aspect, being around people who are also working hard, sharing tips, maybe exchanging a few encouraging words.
That's true. The energy in a busy gym can be contagious. Plus, I think the social element helps people stay committed. When I see someone I know pushing through their workout, it motivates me to keep going. Do you prefer working out alone or with a partner?
I love a good workout buddy when I can find one. It's accountability and makes the experience more fun. But sometimes I also enjoy solo sessions because I can focus better without distractions. What about you?
Same here. I switch it up depending on my mood. For some sessions, I want to challenge myself on my own, and other times I need a spotter or a partner to push me. Speaking of pushing, are there any exercises you find particularly effective or enjoyable?
I really enjoy compound movements, squats, deadlifts, bench presses. They hit multiple muscle groups at once and give me the best bang for my buck. Plus, they help improve overall strength and functional fitness. Do you have favorite exercises?
I'm a big fan of kettlebell swings and pull-ups. They're functional, effective, and tend to keep the workout dynamic. But I'd say my weakness is sometimes neglecting proper form, especially when I get heavier in lifts. How do you ensure you're doing exercises safely?
Form is everything. I take the time to learn proper techniques, sometimes watch tutorials or ask a trainer for advice. I also start with lighter weights until I get comfortable. Remember, rushing or lifting too much too soon can lead to injuries. Do you ever experience setbacks like injuries?
Unfortunately, yes. I once pulled a muscle during a deadlift because I was rushing. Now I prioritize warm-up and proper form before lifting heavy. Injury prevention has become a big priority for me. Do you have any tips for staying injury-free?
Absolutely. Besides warming up properly, I always include dynamic stretches before my workout and static stretches afterward. Listening to your body is crucial. If something doesn't feel right, don't push through it. Rest days are just as important as workout days. How do you deal with fatigue or burnout when motivation dips?
When I feel run down or burned out, I take a deload week or switch to lighter workouts. Sometimes I remind myself of my goals. Visualizing the progress I want keeps me going. Also, new routines help keep things fresh. Do you mix up the workouts often?
I do. Changing exercises, trying new classes, or adjusting intensity levels keeps things interesting. Plus, it helps prevent plateaus. Speaking of which, how do you break through a plateau?
Usually by increasing weight gradually or adding more volume, more sets or reps. Sometimes I incorporate different training styles, like supersets or circuits, to challenge my body in new ways. Do you incorporate cardio, and how important do you think it is?
Cardio is key for overall heart health, endurance, and even mental clarity. I do a mix, sometimes running on the treadmill, other times cycling or swimming. But I don't overdo it. I believe balance is best. What about recovery? Do you do anything special after your workouts?
Yes, recovery is critical. I do foam rolling and stretching, and I make sure to hydrate and eat a balanced meal afterward. Protein shakes are my go-to post-workout drink. Do you follow any specific nutrition plan?
I try to eat clean, lots of vegetables, lean meats, whole grains, and I pay attention to my protein intake. I also listen to my hunger cues. Sometimes I indulge a little, and I think moderation is key. Do you find supplements helpful?
They can be, but I see them as a supplement, something to fill gaps, not replace real food. I use protein powder occasionally and a multivitamin, but I prioritize whole foods. Also, sleep plays a huge role in recovery. How do you ensure you get enough rest?
I aim for at least 7 to 8 hours each night. Sleep helps repair muscles and improves energy levels. I also avoid screens before bed and try to keep my sleeping environment cool and dark. How about mental health? How do you stay motivated on tough days?
I practice mindfulness and remind myself why I started working out in the first place. Sometimes I watch motivational videos or read success stories. Surrounding myself with supportive people helps too. What about you?
Same here. I keep a journal of my progress and lift myself up during challenging times. Celebrating small wins keeps me encouraged. Do you think mental toughness is developed through training?
Absolutely. Just like building physical strength, mental toughness is developed by pushing through discomfort and accepting setbacks as part of the process. It's all about resilience.
Exactly. And once you develop that resilience, it spills over into other areas of life too. Well, John, I think we've covered a lot today, from motivation and exercises to recovery and mindset.
For sure. This has been an enriching conversation. I hope all our listeners found some useful tips in here. Remember, everyone, fitness is a journey. Be patient, stay consistent, and enjoy the process.
Thanks for tuning in to At the Gym. We appreciate you spending time with us. Keep pushing, and we'll see you at the gym or on your fitness journey soon.
Take care, everyone. Stay strong and motivated.